Hey AP students, how are you doing? It's good to see you again, and lucky for you, you get to see me again. That's just been a really lucky thing for you guys. You get to see me like this whole time. Not as good looking as I am in person, but I'm pretty good looking over the computer. So yeah, just take a gander. All right, so let's go talk about your work. You can pause that later and look at me if you want to. All right, let's go look at what our plan is for this week. The video I'm making today is going to be for Monday and Tuesday. So we're looking at Monday, it's May, right? Monday, May 4th, and also the 5th. All right, so let's look at number 1, your Unit 5 notes from the Heimler review packet. Those are due on Monday at 11:59. And where do I find those Unit 5 notes? That's a good question. I know. I find those notes, and probably most of you are like, yeah, I know because I'm done. All right, but anyway, if you're not and you haven't done those yet, you can find your Heimler Unit 5 notes right here with your DBQ under April 29th and May 1st post. So right there, make sure you get all of those notes done. All right, and here's what they look like with the DBQ on the bottom. Very cool. All right, well, what else do I have to do, Mr. Wood? I'm glad you asked. I'm either kind of going insane from talking to myself or anyway, let's just move ahead. All right, so what else do you have to do? By Tuesday at 11:59, you need to have the Heimler graphic organizer done. And you may be asking yourself, well, where do I find that Heimler graphic organizer? Well, you find that on the website right here where it says, here's the Heimler graphic organizer for Unit 5. So that also needs to be complete, but that's due on Tuesday at 11:59. Well, okay, so those are your two biggies. And then what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to grade another student's complete DBQ by Thursday at 11:59. So that means in between Tuesday and Thursday, write your DBQ, send it to a friend or a classmate. Hopefully you have some friends. And then you can grade each other's and you will turn those in and they're due and they're on turnitin.com. And then on Friday at 11:59 is when you're going to turn in your Unit 5 DBQ. And if you look on turnitin.com, we got it all right here where this stuff needs to be turned in. So let's take a closer look at our DBQ in the Heimler graphic organizer. So our DBQ question is, develop an argument that evaluates the extent to which people were affected by changes that occurred during the Industrial Revolution. So the very first thing you're going to need to do is look at this prompt, read it, and break down what historical thinking skill are you thinking of writing about. I think we kind of went over this last time a little bit. We have, keywords there. Yeah, I could use a couple different historical thinking skills on this one. Yeah, probably causation or change in continuity over time, something like that. Categories, what are you comparing? What kind of change? What actually are you doing on this? Let's look at the social aspect with people a bit here. And your time period, write down those years. Now, my recommendation, we've talked about this before, is to get to our context, which is right down here. Now I'm going to go back to the handy dandy Mr. Wood's website and I am going to find where I can get our sheet we made that has our context and map. Well, there it is right here. Our copy of our context and map sheet for your exam right there. And I'm going to open that thing up. And we're looking at Industrial Revolution. And we are looking at 1750 to 1900 because that's the time period in the Industrial Revolution. So I want to look at this sheet. Ooh, and do I have anything on here for the Industrial Revolution? Yeah, a bunch right there. I would add more to this if you're the last category. You guys could definitely use some more consequences of industrialization to help everybody out here. So go ahead and you can put in the context what is going on in the world with the focus on the Industrial Revolution. So what you want to be doing there is putting what are some three main things that go with the topic, not just the years and era, but really go with the Industrial Revolution. All right, so that's what you're going to need for your context. And make sure you get that done. And then you will also need to do your documents. Ooh, let me get rid of some of this stuff here. That doesn't need to be there. That's from the old one. And what am I going to do for my document work? So we have 5 documents here, and what you're going to need to do is write down the main idea for all 5. Outside evidence. For 3 of these documents, just write down some outside evidence that you could use. And then the HAP steps. Do 1 or 2 HAP steps for each document, so you have them down there and you can use them potentially to get points. Now, you're going to get an email, and you probably already have this email that I sent on Friday, which is the example DBQ. So the students who got 10s on their DBQs, I am going to send those documents to everybody. So be ready for those as they're coming to you pretty soon. All right. So make sure you look at those 2 before you write your documents. So you got your documents here, how you're supposed to write them. And then group your documents into which 2 topics that you're thinking about. And then do your thesis statement. Now, when in doubt, look at your old DBQs, exchange with someone, make sure you look at them. Make sure you look at someone else's DBQ. Make sure you look at your past DBQ before you write this one. This one is going to be due on Friday, but let's take a look in the short term. Have your graphic organizer completely done by Tuesday at 11:59. And I have one more announcement for you. A Zoom meeting, Tuesday, May 5th at 2 p.m. There will be another Zoom meeting where we'll go over this DBQ. You can ask any questions about the documents, anything you need, and we will go over that. All right, so make sure you get your work done. Here's our outlook for the week. Make sure you get your Unit 5 notes done, and make sure that your Heimler graphic organizer is done, and start writing your DBQs, guys. Hope you have a good couple days, and I hope to see you on Tuesday at our Zoom conference. See you, everybody.